Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for those of you who watch this video. Before we go to the discussion that I will discuss, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sandya Elvareta Adnafika, a business administration student in class 2D at the Madiun State Polytechnic. So, my goal in making this video is as an assessment for the final semester exam for the Business English course. The discussion that I will discuss this time is entitled The Influence of Business Administration in Facing the Global and Digital Era. Okay, let's get into the discussion. Here, there will be three sub-chapters of discussion. Namely, the first is the definition and main function of business administration. The second is the embodiment of the digital economy in the modern era. And the last is the relationship between business administration and the global and digital era. Let's go straight to the discussion in more detail. The first is definition of business administration. In general, the definition of business administration is a science that studies how someone cooperates with other parties in order to achieve predetermined goals. The business administration includes a subject and object, and what means will be used to achieve the goals of both. While according to experts is Supriyanto 20 and 60, argues that commercial administration, or what is now popularly known as business administration, is part of the social science that studies the process of cooperation between two or more people in an effort to achieve a goal, which is a science the focus of human behavior. Meanwhile, according to Professor Dr. Mr. S. Prajudi Atmosudirjo, in his book entitled Commerce Administration or Business Administration, states that commercial administration is the administration of a commercial organization as a whole and pursues the achievement of commercial objective or business objective. If the commercial organization is a company, then the commercial administration is carried out by the board of directors of the company. The second is the main function of business administration. In Henry Fayol's 2012 major work entitled Administration Industrial et Generally, which had a major influence on business management ideas in Europe and especially in a number of Latin American countries, he divided the main function of administration into 5 main aspects, including 1. Plan or to plan. At this stage, the company will prepare the goals that will be the ideals of the company. In this function, manager or leader need to evaluate and review other alternatives from the plan that has been designed. This planning is the first step for the company activities. 2. Organize or to organize. Instead, it is used to group the components and resources in the company as the fulfillment of the plan. The assets takes according to their respective section and according to producer. 3. Lead or to command. In this function, the main leader or section must be able to protect his subordinates well and be a fair and wise leader, can create a comfortable working atmosphere that administrative activities in it can run in a controlled and ordinary manner. 4. Carry out coordination or to coordinate. In the function, it is an effort to produce dynamic, effective, and efficient performance. The direction and guidance given must be conveyed clearly and based on the policies that have been regulated. 5. Carry out supervision or to control. This function is used as a measuring tool to measure performance according to the standards that have been met. From this function, it will be able to evaluate if it is needed. The next is the embodiment of the digital economy in the modern era. The potential that exists in the current era makes several business people compete with each other to get public attention about what they market. Digitalization is now not something that is often heard, because from the digitalization, the current economic network is starting to show new opportunities that can be a source of profit for a business. The great opportunity from the digital economy has been captured and implemented well by several giant e-commerce providers in Indonesia, such as Kaskus, Bhinneka, Tokopedia, Zalora, Berniaga, OLX, Bukalapak, Lazada, and others. However, from the many digital developments in today's economy, of course, there are arguments that are often faced by business people. For example, my network is still constrained in several areas in Indonesia, making it difficult for existing people to access exciting e-commerce. Then some sellers who still often hide the original criteria of the goods being sold so that it can cause losses for the buyer. In addition, if you look at it at the same, there are still some problems regarding digital payment due to technical errors, whether it's from the seller or a third party, but it can still harm both parties. The next is the relationship between business administration and the global and digital era. The development of administrative science in business is expanding to affect the global and digital world today. These three things are interrelated with each other so that they can improve adequate abilities and competence to compete in the current era. In the last few years, we can see the digitalization has grown so much that the global market has also spread its wings. The use of sophisticated technology in the efficient function of completing an administration in a company or organization has been widely used. One example of how a digital-based administration system is an office administration application in filling letters. Almost all companies that exist today use digital mail in their correspondence in their office. The application of technological sophistication in the digital era makes it easy in all matters and from various aspects. In the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, the administrative system is not limited to only one media, but there are many choices that we can use. Era 4.0 itself is a unique phenomenon when compared to the three revolutions that preceded it. Revolution 4.0 is an actual event that has not yet occurred and is still in the form of an idea. This revolution increased competitiveness in facing the global market in a dynamic and structured manner. To implement technology for business people or an organization can also be a determinant of the success of a business. This is because in the digital era and facing the global era, it will certainly be a spur demand. Existing resources should be provided with knowledge on a regular basis, such as by holding training or skill training related to technology, especially if it is in the administrative scope. IT or information technology training is one of the trainings that has benefit for business continuity in terms of performance. Well, that was a little discussion that I can bring. I'm Sandya Elvareta Adnafika. I'm sorry if there are still many mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.